Hello and welcome to my channel. I thought I'd introduce my Rover 620 Ti, which will be the key feature car of this channel. The sort of idea of it is that I'll sort of show you how I live with this car, and me trying my best to keep it on the road. Now, the car was bought earlier this year, and yeah, it's been okay so far. It's a 20-year-old Rover, so it's it's not immaculate. It certainly needs a few jobs doing, but it drives. It's a survivor, and what I want to do through these videos is every time I sort of do something to it, or change something, I want to show you all how I keep a 20-plus-year-old Rover that was bought for under £1,000 on the road. Now, this isn't any garage queen. I do use this car. I use it for travelling to work. I also, sometimes just use it for just the sheer pleasure of driving it. But most of the time when I do use it, I'm covering over 200-mile drives in this car. My place of home and where I work is quite far. So when this car does get used, it does cover some long distance drives. So yeah, and also I'm not a millionaire. Everything that I do is on a budget, otherwise it would be an immaculate restored example. Unfortunately, that isn't to be, but I just do things bit by bit, as and when I can and have the time. But I'll give you a quick walk around now, show you sort of things that need doing to it. I don't have any particular order of what I want to do to it. It's literally just if I get 5 minutes, I'll nip out and do that today. So what I will do is we'll start on the near side and we'll work our way down around. Now, I've already done some things to it, such as this aerial. Common issue on these. Basically, it's like a nylon sort of plastic sort of strip inside that curls around a motor. Imagine teeth engaging. They wear out on that plastic strip over time, and I got a new one from Rover Brothers, and it was a bit fiddly, but I got it done in the end. Hub nut sticker, shout out to Ian, you're famous now. Common area on these, which is where they all go, is the arches, bottom of the arches, and you'll see when we get round, it's exactly the same. And a horrific attempt at a patch job there. Oh dearie me, we all know what's lurking under there. But the plan is, end of the year, once things are back to normal, I want new arches. The rest of it seems okay. They sometimes go up here as well, which has happened on the other side. It might just be better just to cut the whole arch and sort of start again, really. But yeah, that is sort of on the top of the list of what I'm doing. It's a shame, really. Also, stuff like this, which looks like a dropping, but it's not. It's actually inside the paint. I've spent quite a lot of time trying to buff that out, but it won't come out. But it's no sort of big deal, because once we come around the rest of the front, this car on the camera looks sort of all right. It looks nice and shiny, but the front end is quite stone chipped all over, you know, all over the bonnet, and you know, all over the wings. So that little mark there is, that'll just get done at the same time all the wings get done. And on the bumper as well, you know, it's quite stone chipped. Obviously these cars, they've spent their lives up and down the motorway, and it's sort of no exception in my ownership. It does exactly the same thing. You just only have to look in the grill there. It's catching stones in its teeth. I also need to sort that fog light out at some point. The cover thing is coming loose. The wheels could obviously do with a refurb as well at some point. We also have a bit of lacquer peel on this door strip, and here, I don't even know what's happened there. The only thing I can assume is there's been some sort of door protector thing there on the edge, and when some previous owners took it off, they've took a peel of paint off with it, because it's a straight line. It's a very odd one. I've not seen that before on a car. And then yeah, we get to this rear quarter on this side, same thing, horrific thing there. But this one is also slightly worse, because we've got bubbling here, and then we have bubbling there just above the bumper. So this one, but we also have a nice little key there. So obviously this whole quarter panel, you know, all this will have to be cut out, and well, that will just get done at the same time. So yeah, so obviously, you know, cosmetically there's a few things. From a distance it looks okay at least, but obviously when you look closer, yeah, it's 20 years old. I've seen newer cars in worse condition, but it drives. That's the main thing, and it drives well, or does it? It's okay. It performs how I've expected to. Obviously the Achilles heels with these were the gearboxes, and because I know that's a problem, and I don't know the history of whether it's been done on this car, like first gear launches I just don't do. I only really open it up in the higher gears, and by then I've already reached 70 miles an hour so on the motorway, so I don't really go any faster. So I'm a bit apprehensive sometimes to open it up, which I think defeats the object of owning a TI. So I think the priority for me and my own peace of mind on this car will be a gearbox rebuild, get the steel cage bearings put in, so I know they've been done. They may have been done, they may not have been done. I just don't know. Fortunately, this car came with very little history. I took quite a bit of a gamble when I bought this car. So, but it was the only one for sale at the time. It was also the cheapest. It's the cheapest one I've seen for quite a while. I bought this car for just under £1,000. Yeah, do you know what? A few may have come up since then that are cheaper, but at the time, this was the cheapest TI in the country. It was one of the only 600s for sale. I mean, come on, how often do you see a 600 for sale now? Whether it's a 618 or a 20 or even a diesel. Diesel would be nice. The engine itself, it doesn't consume any oil. I've got every faith in the engine. It's got the typical rocker cover leak where it just weeps at the top, that they all do. That's another job that needs doing. Oh, they're starting to mount up now, aren't they? But yeah, it's not all bad. Good thing is the exhaust. It's got a mongoose system, which sounds good. It's nice and bassy. It sounds, makes all the right noises, but on the motorway it doesn't drone too much. It's you wouldn't even know it's got a performance exhaust on the motorway, which is perfect. I wouldn't want to change it. I was a bit, when I saw it in the ads, I was like, oh, I might have to get rid of that exhaust, but it's grown on me. I like it. So yeah, I'll promise to get some more videos up, you know, everything driving. We'll also get some time lapses in as well. I think I think a nice, some of the journeys that I do, like for example this week I'll be doing a 300-mile journey back home in it. I'll try and get a time lapse of that journey. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'll try and keep the videos short ish. I don't know, I don't really have a time plan of how long, you know. I'll just see how it goes. And feel free, like, if I've made any correct mistakes in any of the videos, feel free please to correct me. Any mistakes, any tips. I'm sort of new to this, so yeah. What I'll do to end is I'll start it up. In fact, yeah, if I've just mentioned the exhaust, I may as well give it a start up. So you can listen, you can have a look inside it as well. Right, it's not in gear, no. Oh yeah, it's got a horrific radio which came with the car when I bought it, and that display at night time is really bright and it's very off-putting when you're at night. Yeah, it just does all that, and that needs to go. I want a standard system. In fact, another issue, they all go. There's a guy on eBay advertising that he refurbs them, so yeah, I want to send it in. I'm not sure how confident I am taking that apart. I don't know, but yeah, that's the thing. That's the whole thing about this, is I am by no means a mechanic. Some of the engine work, like the gearbox, that will not be done by me. That will be done by a suitable garage that knows what they're doing. I just don't have the time with my job, and also, you know, home life. I just don't have the time or the space, the tools to do stuff like that. I try and do what I can, little cleaning jobs and little odd, like you know, something small, like small needs changing in the engine bay. I'll try and attend to that. But the big greasy bits, it's not that I have no interest in, they do interest me. It's just I am far too busy, and yeah, I'm sort of average Joe, and that's what I want this channel to be, you know. I want it to try and appeal to everybody. Obviously, when something mechanical does get done, I'll try and get videos and photos of the garage doing the work, so we all get to see. It would be a shame if we missed out on stuff like that. So yeah, we'll do a quick little start up now. Thank you for watching.